Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Friday to all of you. This is going to be my project for Authentique Papers, and it is created with the Liberty collection. Of course, I love this collection as we are big fans of all the summer holidays here in this house. We are very patriotic, and also my hubby is born on the 4th of July, so of course all the summer holidays are very special to us. And so I have created my very first easel card. I don't know how I managed to miss the craze, but I'm on it now and I have fixed that. So here is a easel card meant to be a patriotic holiday fun and festive display. So stick with me and we will make this together. So I'm starting with the basic easel card base, and I'm choosing to make mine 6 by 6 inches. So I began with a 12 by 6 inch piece of white cardstock. I scored it at 6 and then at 9, and so I can fold this up now and have the easel ready to begin layering. I think it will be best to finish the inside. I'm going to add a double layer of matting. This is cardstock from Spectrum, and this is also from Authentique Paper. I'm using the denim for my blue layer and ladybug for the red. I think it not only adds such a nice extra detail, but really does help to make a more sturdy card, and it will hold up. Here is my first pattern of that Liberty collection. It's just a very small star pattern alternating with the red and blue, and I think that looks pretty great right there. So I'm gonna add a layer of die cut white cardstock, and this is just going to create a nice border between secondary layers that will act to support this when it is open, the easel mechanism. And I just want to measure this out first so that I have it in the right spot. And I think I want to add my lace just about here. This was a simple die cut, and I clipped it so that I would have a portion of the scallop on either side, and then just clipped it to size. So for the next layer, I've got more stars, and to separate those busy patterns, I'm using that ladybug cardstock again, and I'm just going to add that over top of that lace die cut. Now this is going to hold that easel mechanism in place. I've got a couple last minute details. I decided that I wanted my card to fold up and close flat on the inside, not of course on the outside, but I did not want the inside to be lumpy, so I'm just going to put a couple of simple details like a die cut glittery red star and this sticker from the collection, and that's just going to finish the base very well, and that will hold that easel in place so that the front of the card will stand up nicely. Okay, for the top portion of my card, I'm using that Spectrum cardstock again. That is in denim, and I'm going to add a layer on the back of 110-pound cardstock just so that it will be more sturdy. So to the blue, I'm going to add that ladybug again with a double layer of matting. Now I'm going to bring in my favorite plaid from the whole collection. This is going to be the top portion, and then for the bottom I'm bringing in that bandana pattern. I think that's what you call it. So that's just going to cover that gap at the bottom. Now we have a nice base to add our extra layers. So first thing I'm going to bring in is a die cut doily of just crisp white cardstock that's going right in the center. Then I have one of the journal cut aparts. I have matted that in the same cardstock and then also popped that up on double-sided adhesive tape. So that will be extra dimensional, and that will start to begin building our layers. So that's going pretty much right in the middle. And then my focal image was part of that sticker sheet as well. So she is a quite patriotic lady. I have her added to some sturdy cardstock and then cut it back out because I wanted to pop that up and wanted it to be secure with the double-sided adhesive tape and not have any worry that it would lose its shape. So I've got one layer on the side and then two layers on this side where it overhangs so that it will be flat up layers on. So she gets pride of place right there in the center. And I've got a little banner. This is from that sticker sheet again. I added it to cardstock and cut them out. And then I added some more of those spacers because it needs to be level with the top of the journal card so that it will be flat on the top. So there is my banner. Here is a cute little mailing tag that is just another one of those stickers. I put it on cardstock again, and then I added a metal eyelet to the top and ran a bit of waxed twine through it, and then again I stacked the spacers so that it would be supported. Here is a pretty little satin bow that I have tied and topped with some metallic cords in a little bit of a loopy bow, and then I've got one little vintage button in the center. For the bottom left hand corner, I have made this flower arrangement. These are all handmade by me flowers, and then I cut some of the leaves out with that denim cardstock so that it would all coordinate, and more of that twine. I wanted to fill that in and add a little sparkle, so I've added some silvery stars, and that is going to be in the corner. So I have made this arrangement off project and just adhered all the layers so that I can move it around and get it exactly where I want and then attach it as a full unit. And that is just going to round off that corner very nicely. So I have just a couple extra details. Here is one more of those stars, and it already has a spacer on it, so I'm just going to use that. But I'm also going to add a bit of hot glue because I just feel more confident in adding my own adhesive. So I'm going to put that right up here and then finish it with two more of those handmade flowers. And that is just going right on top. So to add my card front to the card base, I'm going to add adhesive just on this bottom portion of the scored area and adhere that with, and I'm just going to adhere that with my regular white border showing that I would have normally on my cards so that it has a nice finished look when it's closed and when it's open. So I just want to make sure to give a nice pressure so I get contact with all that adhesive underneath. And now I can set my card up as an easel and have it as a nice display for the holiday. So once again, this is the Liberty collection from Authentique Papers. I'll leave links in the description below for that collection, as well as for our social media sites. You can find us on Facebook and our blog and our Etsy shop and on Instagram. So as always, I am wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.